My name's Michele Harrison. I'm a physical therapist and I work with the Rocky Mountain MS Center. We've been doing Zoom exercise classes since COVID because we couldn't get together as a group, a hydrotherapy group, but the program has grown now so that it kind of encompasses some of our outreach participants that we have met with through a grant program through Anschutz that we had, as well as people that might be not able to get out and participate in a group, people that live out of state. We have a really nice community of people that have been signing in for these classes. So I want to welcome everybody. And today's class, the format will be, we'll do some Tai Chi Qigong for mindfulness, stress management, and just decreasing stress in general and mindfulness. And increasing mindfulness, though not decreasing that. Then we'll do some strength cardio and stretching. So I hope you enjoy the class. And I look forward to having you possibly in a live class. We archive these videos so that you have more choices of things when I can't do a class, or maybe you can't attend a class during the week. So I hope you enjoy this. Today, we're going to start with a daily Qigong routine. So, Qigong comes out of traditional Chinese medicine. It is a little more of kind of working on benefits, including increasing energy, decreasing stress, decreasing pain, helping you sleep, slowing down aging, also helping with repair of old injuries. And it's best when it's practiced consistently and daily. And then you have Tai Chi, which is a little more of the martial art form that has come out of traditional Chinese medicine thought. So hopefully this routine, these exercises will invigorate your entire body, will stimulate all the meridians and the organs. And again, best results if you practice this consistently and daily. So we're going to start with ready position. And that is kind of just good postural alignment. We have all 4 points of our feet on the floor. We try and find middle over our feet, knees are over our feet. If you're standing, hips are over your knees. You can do the activities that we're going to do either seated or standing, depending on what feels safe and good for you. So hips over your knees if you're standing. If you're seated, you're going to have stability points on the seat. So you want to find center, side to side, front to back of the pelvis. And then you want to feel like each vertebra is just lightly stacked on top of the other, being lifted as if through a string through the crown of the head. So nice lengthening of the neck. Chin is tucked. Shoulders are rolled back. Arms are lightly engaged. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths. Bringing your awareness into your body. Think of being in your body. Bringing your mind into your body. The first activity is the opening exercise, where We take our hands, we scoop up, out, and around, drawing energy from our feet up through our body, from our hands, and then trying to bring that into our body, kind of condensing that energy down into your body. So take a breath in, breath out. This is a really good activity to do every day. Breath in, drawing vibrant energy into your body, and then trying to let go of anything that we don't need, that we need to let go of to move forward. Breath in, and then check in with different parts of your body. How does your body feel? Check in with your feet, your legs, your torso area, the chest, the back, shoulders, down the arms to the hands. Check in with the neck, the head, relaxing, releasing any tension that you might feel. One more. Breath in and out. Our next move is swinging arms side to side. So it's like this. So if I was standing, right? And it's kind of more of a shift. It's not just swinging your arms, it's kind of a shift of the arms or a shift of the weight, and the arms follow, kind of. Trying to realign nerves, kind of realign the upper back area. And you can even shift your weight if you're seated, right? To get kind of a little more of that movement. Kind of feels good. Limbers up kind of some of the upper back area. Maybe a little tension between the shoulder blades. Good. Back to that ready position. Kind of checking in how your body feels now. Does it feel warmer, fuller? Or maybe a little tingly or tappy kind of feeling? This is all just energy or chi starting to circulate. And this routine is really meant to increase that circulation overall throughout the body. Our next movement is called chest opening. So we're going to bring our hands up. Palms are facing down, about chest level. Palms out to the side. Breath in, breath out, and lower down. Breath in. This can help decrease tension in the chest, open the chest, decrease tension in the neck, and the shoulders. They made a comment of maybe you've been trying not to say something to somebody. So you've been holding back all this ideas and maybe tension because of that. And these activities can help release. One more. Good. The next movement is called Dan Yu. It is kind of like a Qigong squat. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a wide stance. I'll show it seated and uh, sitting. So wide stance. I want you to be able to see my feet. And then do you see my knees are kind of out this way, not this way, right? Trying to keep the knees out and the feet kind of pointing the direction of the feet, or the feet pointing the direction of the knees. Not if your feet are like this is what we want to try and avoid, right? So we're going to have knees apart, toes pointing out. And so we're going to drop down, palms down, pushing down as you bend your knees, palms up, straightening. And this is really great for strengthening the legs. And we will practice a little bit of this, I think, in our standing portion today. So if I'm seated, I would have still the foot and knee position. I'm going to, as I straighten my knees, I'm going to lift my palms up. As I bend my knees, palms down. Breath in as you straighten. Breath out as you push down. One more. Our last activity for today is called compressing the chi. Still in a wider stance, but this time what we're going to do is we're going to have palms up, fingertips facing each other, and we're going to lift up to the chest and extend the knees, palms down, compressing the chi and breathing out. Similar to the Danyu. But now you're really focusing on this lower dantian storage area where you're trying to breathe in, gather energy, breathe out, compressing that energy down into that dantian area. We'll do a couple more of these. Lowering your hands. And that is a simple daily Qigong routine that you can do daily. Good. All righty. Now we've been working on our interior. We're gonna start our work on our exterior. Make sure you have a couple things available. Your belt, footstool, trash can or box, weights if you want to use them. I have soup cans. Actually, they're beans, but Anyway, so anything that you have that's available can be used. If you don't want to use weights, that's fine. We do a number of repetitions of things. So let's start our exterior work. Try and lift your legs if you can. So what we're going to work on, and you can do arms, legs, or both, right? That's what I'm trying to do, is give you lots of options so that you can participate as fully as possible. So we're going to do some punches. And if I'm going too slow, you can go faster than me. If I'm going too fast, you can go slower. You could do arms. You could do just legs if you need to. You could alternate those. And hopefully we feel better at the end of our hour than when we started. I always feel better after I do some movement. It helps get me going for the morning, because I am filming this in the morning right now. We're going to punch up. You could go faster if you want to. Again, make this your workout. Make it work for you. You may find if you do a lot of the arms and use weights, your heart rate comes up, your breath's going to change more. But we're getting into that cardio range because we're changing that breath pattern. We're increasing our heart rate. Now let's punch out to the sides. And again, pick your pace. Speedy, maybe a little slower. Maybe you do both out, both in, both out, both in. And please take rest breaks as you need to. Have your water available. Mine's over there. To stay hydrated, even though it's winter. It's still, if you're in Colorado, it's still dry. So let's do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to do like out and in, like we were doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we were going to go out and in. Out and together. Out and together. Now I think this is 3, if you were counting. 4. If we do an extra one, it's a bonus point. 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do that again, because then we'll do 8 on each side, right? 7, 8, up and down, up and down. Now, remember this one? And again, you could go faster if you want. Pick your pace. And again, if your arms get tired, do the legs a little while, or vice versa. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then in, out, in, out. 6, 7, 8. Let's do 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shoulders getting tired. 7. Mine are. 8. Okay, now let's push to the back. Let's give those shoulders there a little rest. We're actually going to work shoulder blades now if we can. So let's try and kick out in front. Squeeze those shoulder blades. If you can, sit up away from the chair. We're already starting to work some abs as well, right? We're working that core. And again, pick your pace. Arms, legs, or both. Take rest breaks as you need to. So now let's hold the leg out. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do this again. 1. If you can't lift your leg up to do that, you could always just push down into the floor and you'll be tightening that thigh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a modification. And again, if your arms get tired with the weights, lose the weights. Just do the activity. We do a number of repetitions, so we're working. Think about engaging your abs too while you're sitting up, so you're supporting your spine. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay. Now let's do a different leg movement. Let's go out and in. And again, you could do one leg at a time, right? If you have difficulty getting your legs to go apart, you could always use like a paper plate or a dry clean bag to make that easier to slide your feet out. Okay, now let's go up and down, up and down. A basic jack. So let's go up. Let's go out in front and back. Up, in front, and back. Up, in front, and back. So I'm warming up now. So hopefully also we wear like cooler clothing so that we can participate, not get overheated, right? Up and then out and in. And again, you could just do the arms. You could do one arm at a time. You could do just legs. You could do one leg at a time, right? Lots of choices. You breathe in, make sure it's easy to hold your breath when you're concentrating on stuff. What are we doing here? Let's do 3 more. This is 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, let's draw some figure eights with our hands. So as I turn sideways here, hopefully you can see me. Front of the 8, back of the 8, right? We can do one arm or both. It's a little harder when I'm sideways because I run into the chair there. Yeah. Now, we can add legs in if you want. So if you want to try and, can you do both? Figure 8 and lift the leg up? If not, just focus on one or the other. You could do some arms. Could do then a set of some leg exercises. This is working rotators of both the hip and the shoulder. And rotation muscles are real important because they help with stability around the joint. Breathing, hopefully not holding your breath. Good job. And if you need to sit back and use the back of the chair for support, you can do that as well. All right, let's work. We're going to go in a jack leg down to one side and come up, feet together, hands up. So we're drawing across the body. If you can't get your feet to go apart, you can always go down to the side and reach across. Right? Let's do the other side, other diagonal. So down to the opposite ankle, up and across. And similarly, if you can't get your feet to go out and in, you can reach to one side. And reach up and over to the other side. Two more. Two. One. Good. All right. Let's do some abs now. So I want you to scoot forward on the chair if you can. And for some people, just moving away from the chair back, or if you have a chair that the back will recline or move away, and just sitting up without the chair back, that can work your abs, right? So we are going to work on some core stability here. Let's do, we're going to have our hands either up, genie arms, or across your chest. It's your choice which one you choose. Let's lean back. I'm going to move myself sideways so you can see me. You do not have to move sideways. So we're going to curl back about halfway, not arching, right? Curling, so ribs down to the pelvis. And what we're going to do is do 4 punches with the arms, 4 kicks. Here, my knees pop. Hope yours don't. 3, 4. And while we're doing this, we're trying to hold our trunk steady, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see how still my back is staying? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm leaning back halfway. 1, 2. So if I didn't use my abs, I'd kind of fall back on the chair, right? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, if you can't kick out, you could slide your foot in and out, or you could push down with that leg, right? While you're holding. And again, holding with those abs. Okay. Now, sit up for just a moment. Take a couple deep breaths. Then we're going to go back to that leaning back position. Okay. So we're going to lean back part way. And we're going to go side to side now. You can always, if you want to make it more challenging, lift a leg if you want, or go up on a toe. Looking good. Okay. Let's do a few more dynamic ones where we're hands here, up, genie arms, or across your chest, and lean back and sit up. Remembering to breathe, curling back, sitting forward. And again, choose your arm position. But remember, what we're really trying to work right now is the abdominal muscle, right? We're not worried so much. If your arms get tired, bring your hands down because we're really working abs. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now we're going to do some standing. So if you're going to stand, we'll get rid of the weights for a moment. If you're going to stand, grab a chair, walker, counter, dresser, whatever you need, table for stability. Seated people, if you're going to stay seated, you're going to do, and again, I move sideways. Sometimes I feel like you can see a little better angle here. Do a kick, bun pinch, and a squeeze. Do you see how I lift up when I squeeze my buns together and hold 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Squeeze 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, if you can't kick your legs out, push down with the thighs, squeeze the buns and hold for 5 to 10 seconds. Now, standing. We're going to start with that Dan Yu. Do you remember? Where we have our feet apart, knees are kind of slightly angled out, and the feet are as well. Okay. So it's not like wide stance and your feet are like this. We're going to kind of angle knees out. So when we go down, our knees travel the direction of our feet. Okay. So both seated and standing activities are working quads and buns, right? And this is where you can hold on with one hand, doing that wide squat. Breath out, breath in. No hands, one hand, both hands. Do what feels safe to you. Now, we're going to mix this up a little bit. We're going to do our wide squat and a side leg lift. See if I can say that right. So if you're holding on, wide squat, side leg lift. Wide squat, side leg. If you don't feel safe doing that leg lift like that, you can bring your feet closer together or just work on the squat. If your legs get tired of doing the standing activity, then please go to a seated activity. We could also do the rocket launch, if you're seated, where you try to come forward like you're going to stand up. Nah, change my mind. Sit back down. And down. That's another alternative. You can always switch to a seated activity if your legs are tired. Take a break. You can take that squat down as low as you like, right? As your legs get stronger, you can go further down. Good. All right. Now, let's all get seated Now, because it is already time to stretch. So grab footstool, trash can, or box. You can do the activities without this. You will need a belt. We won't need the weights. I'm gonna take a sip of water. So we're gonna start with the figure 4 stretch, where we cross one leg over, sit up tall, hinge forward at the hip, feeling a stretch along the side of the thigh into the bun, and let's draw a circle with the ankle, unless you have a brace on and you can't do that. So if you do have a brace on, maybe do the circles later when you take your brace off. If this feels like too much torque on the knee, like you're really twisting your knee because maybe your hip is real tight, can always go down on something lower, lean forward till you feel a pull on the side. Let's switch legs. And again, hopefully feeling the stretch on the side here, not like you're really twisting your knee. All right, now the next stretches, you can either put your foot up on the footstool, trash can, or box. You could do it just with your foot on the floor. You'll just have to bend a little further forward if you do that to get the same amount of stretch. Heel is down, toe is pointing up, knee is flat. I'm going sideways. You do not have to do that, just so you can see my leg better. Sitting up tall, hinging forward at the hip till you feel a pull in the back of the thigh between the bun and the knee. If you're having difficulty initiating that forward bend, then put the belt around the middle of the foot and lean forward till you feel a pull in the back of the thigh. And the belt can help so the leg and the foot don't roll in or out. Let's put the belt up around the ball of the foot. Now, you're not going to push down with your foot. You're actually going to pull your toe towards you till you feel a stretch in the lower leg or calf. If you're tight, you may feel it all the way down the leg. You may feel it in the foot. Most of the muscles that run your foot are in the lower leg, not in the foot itself. So as we stretch that, we can feel that. Again, the belt can help so the foot doesn't roll in or out, or the leg. Now we're not only going to pull back on the toe, we're going to lean forward. Now you should feel it all the way down the back side of the leg. High knee to the knee to the ankle, up into the foot. Good. Let's do the other one. Heels down, toes pointing up, knees flat. We're going to sit up tall and hinge at the hip. You can try it. Try not sitting up tall, just rounding your back and going forward. You can go further forward, but you don't feel as much in the back of the thigh. You feel it more in your low back and buns. And again, the belt can help initiate that forward bend if that's hard, or just increase stretch a little bit. Put the belt around the ball of the foot, again, pulling back on the toe, not pushing the toe down. And remember, any of these stretches that you're like, gee, I sure could use these more. I'm hoping that by going through these and being consistent, you've been learning how to do these stretches on your own. So please do another set of stretches if that feels good to you. And you may need to do them throughout the day, right? So your body moves better, functions better. Lean forward. Not only pull the toe back, but lean forward here. Feeling it all the way down the backside of the leg. Good. All right. Let's put the belt down. Put footstool, trash can, or box to our side. Let's do a side bend. So you can either put your hand on something like a chair or the footstool if you need it, or reach down to the floor, reach this hand up over your head. Feeling a stretch all the way down the side of the torso here. Other side. Breathe, reach to one thigh, the back of the chair, turn and look over your shoulder. So do the other side, reach to the other thigh, turn and look over the other shoulder. Face forward. Roll your shoulders up, back, and around. Moving those shoulder blades down that rib cage. Lace your fingers. Push those palms away. Round out that back. Kind of stretch in between the shoulder blades. Hands, palms to the ceiling, hands up over your head. So my hands look like this. Scoot back. Hands behind your head. Elbows are back. Any of these shoulder motions that are hard to do, lifting your hands up over your head, please try them lying in bed without a pillow, using gravity to help. Relax your arms. Drop one ear to one shoulder. Other ear to the other shoulder. Now let's make a big half circle down across your chest with your chin. Chin to one shoulder, down across the chest to the other side. If this gives you that zingy Lermits feel, you can modify the movement. Good. Our final activity for today is kind of a stretching and strengthening activity. It's called listening heads. So it's as if your chin is sitting on a shelf. It's not a up down move, it's pulling it back, like you're pulling your head back over your body, flattening out that neck. Bring your hands out, reach around, give yourselves a hug. Stretching out in between the shoulder blades. I want to thank you for your time, for your attention, all your hard work. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you for attending this video.